episode. That episode. Oh my God. This season, so far, based on the 4 episodes we got so far, I'm just speechless. Gotchard. Why can't you be like that majestic stallion Gavv over there? Oh my God. I'm dead. I'm done. And I'm not done in the, this is so bad and annoying that I'm kind of done. It's more like, oh my God, this is so good. I can't have any more of this because like this is way too satisfactory kind of done. I'm done. Oh my God, this is. I am left completely breathless, speechless. Head over heels, I am breathless. Because I got this Kamen Rider Gavv again. Oh my God. Okay, that was a really bad insertion of a Jonas Brothers song. Let's get right into it. Hi everyone, this is Mike from the Morphin Network, right here on Rider Time Podcast, here to discuss what is one of the best episodes of Kamen Rider I've seen since Geats. Since freaking Geats episode 28 or so. This is Kamen Rider Gavv episode 4. More marshmallow, please. And let me just say, more plot like this, please. Oh man. I don't honestly, it is so well done. I don't even want to begin to discuss this episode because it's just too good. Where would I even begin? This is a complete 180 from Gotcha, where I wouldn't even know where to begin discussing how bad an episode was. Oh my God. I don't even. Oh man, this Okay, I should probably stop swooning for real though. And I'm not kayfabing with all the swooning. The entire time, this episode, I'm just. The entire time. Okay, let's get the quick and easy part out of the way. The quick and easy part. Hanto's story. Okay, so where we last left Hanto, he was met with Sugo. And by the way, at first I thought Suga was like a weird way of saying the word sugar because it's a junk food themed Kamen Rider. But no. Suga is Japanese for sour. That really threw me off because I did not know that, but Suga sounds very similar to the word sugar. Although to be fair, they would have named him Suga if that were the case. So I do see where I messed up on that. But I don't know Japanese. I can't assume. It just so happens that his name's very similar to the English word for sugar. So, of course, I would think, oh, his name is Sugar. But no, Suga means sour. And incidentally, Hanto's mentor, who we've seen in the last few episodes, his mentor Soji means salt. Sour, salt. Interesting. it makes me wonder if there'll be characters named Sweet, Bitter, Umami. Like, I would be surprised if there was a character named Kotaro Umami. I don't know. I just threw the name Kotaro in there, but why not? Like his last name would be Umami. Yeah. So, okay. I love physiology. I love studying physiology. It's one of my favorite things in college. So, of course, one of my favorite things is learning about gustation because I love food and I love to cook. I know it seems obvious because, like, what's my screen? What's my screen? Like, do you think that, I just like rhinoceros beets? No. Cooking is something I actually enjoy doing. So, of course, naturally, I would gravitate towards learning about chemoreceptors that deal with gustation. Gustation means the sensation of taste. So, different chemicals trigger different gustations. For example, glucose triggers sweetness. Hydrogen ions trigger sourness, which is also why acids tend to be sour, by the way, just so you know, because the lower the pH value, the higher concentration of hydrogen ions there are. See, it's all linked. Sodium ions trigger saltiness. It makes sense because salt, sodium chloride, kind of makes sense. Like Janet, Jackal. Bitterness triggered by quinine. And umami, which is the scientifically correct way of saying savoriness, is triggered by glutamate, more specifically monosodium glutamate. And in case you guys have any questions about it, MSG is actually not bad for you. Like, people say, like, it's gonna make you sick or kill you. No, eating too much of it, eating too much of any gustatory chemical could kill you or make you sick. That's why we have homeostasis. But the thing is, it would take so much monosodium glutamate just to make that happen. It's like, it's really not an issue. And, consuming any one of these 5 chemicals, including glutamate, in moderation is actually good for your health. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, what about spicy? Spicy is not a flavor. It is a texture. It's a texture. So, your tongue doesn't just have gustatory receptors, it also has cutaneous receptors, meaning sense of touch. That's how we know that things are hot, cold, crunchy, crispy, chewy, because we use our sense of touch in our tongues. And so the sense of spiciness comes from a fatty acid known as capsaicin, one of my most favorite acids, by the way. And basically it triggers thermoreceptors, which are one of 2 types of cutaneous receptors in your tongue. So basically, your brain is tricked into thinking there is a spontaneous increase in temperature in your tongue. Hence why when you eat spicy, you're like, it's like your mouth feels hot, but it's not actually hot. So we associate it by using a new definition of the word hot. But just so you understand, spiciness is a texture, not a flavor. And cooling is triggered by menthol, which is found in cilantro, mint, cinnamon. So there's there's more to tasting food than just flavor. There's also texture involved. I love talking about food. Okay. I like talking about food, but we're not here to talk about food. We're here to talk about a superhero who's powered by eating food. Okay, so Sour, Suga, like he basically explains to Hanto about the situation. You got monsters called granutes. They basically turn humans into presses. I'm still gonna call them fruit roll-ups every now and then. And basically, they're used to make dark candy. It's supposed to taste good. Of course, I've never tasted. Sure, you haven't. And yeah, but because he managed to capture 2 of the Gochizos from the previous episode, you might be able to reverse engineer them to create technology that would be able to fight ground units. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm still suspicious about Sugo because, well, first of all, Sugo has his own entry in the theme song now, but also, here's why I'm suspicious about him. Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we see the twins trying to investigate this being with the red Gavv, Shoma, and then their older brother, the middle brother, not the older brother, shows up and he's like, "Hey, what are you kids up to?" We're not up to anything. We're trying to find some new part-timers because some of the old part-timers seem to be disappearing. They're probably stuck in a ditch. It's probably nothing. It's like, whew, man, I can't believe our older brother doesn't suspect a thing. And he's like, those twins don't suspect a thing. Okay, so here's what I love about this scene. Even within the Stomach family, people are keeping secrets from each other. It's going to bite people in the butt. Now, here's the thing. In Gotchard, yes, some villains would betray other villains, but the thing is, it's more of an out of left field kind of betrayal. It's not like we know that it's premeditated, like everyone has their own secret agendas. And yeah, sure, in Gotchard, it's like once they betray, they reveal, oh, I have this wholly separate agenda. But the thing is, it's not the same, though. It's not the same. It's like here, it's more like Game of Thrones, where everyone has the whole Garden of Betrayal sort of thing. I like that a lot more. But yeah, their middle brother, Nielv, I hope I'm saying his name right, Nierbu. Niel, yeah, I'm going to call him Nielv, unless proven otherwise. Yeah, he's got his own agenda. And of course, the older sister, Glotta, also has her own agenda. It's less explored here, but but you do see a little bit of her. The twins are keeping secrets from her and from Nielv, and Nielv is keeping secrets from the twins. So a lot of secrets going on here. So here's why I bring that up. First, aside from the fact that I love that they're keeping secrets from each other, I can't help but notice that when Hanto reports his findings from Sugo to Soji, I want to make sure I said his name right, because I'm gonna call him Salt every now and then just to make Soji. Soji's like, he's a weirdo, like he's just like hunting UFOs and stuff. Oh, by the way, we also find out that pressing humans into fruit roll-ups is actually a relatively new practice because that did not happen to Hanto's mom. So when Hanto's reporting stuff, one of the agents, so like these hooded characters that are working for the Stomach family, they're just referred to as agents. So there's an orange agent like peeking in on Hanto's conversation with Soji. And here's the thing, though. I understand why agents would be looking out for a Shoma because they're looking for Red Gavv, and this guy is caught in the middle of this stuff. But why would Hanto be investigated unless someone in the Stomach family already knows something important about him? So my guess is either A, Suga is working for Nielv. The agent that's spying on Hanto is either working for Nielv directly or for Suga. And if he's working for Nielv instead of Suga, there's a chance that the agent might be Suga himself. I'm sorry, but I just don't trust Suga yet. Maybe he might prove himself to be a good guy this whole time, but I don't trust him. Okay? He knows a little too much about Granutes, but I just don't trust this dude. And I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that this orange agent was actually Suga in disguise, or working for Suga. But it's just so interesting that both Suga and Yelv are both acting like, oh, I know some stuff that other people don't know. And also, I don't know if the Stomach family could take on more than one human disguise, because that hasn't been disproven technically. So it would be interesting if Suga was also Nielv in disguise. That one is less likely, but Suga, Nielv, Orange Agent, these three are somehow connected. I will figure it out, okay? I'm very suspicious of this trio of characters. That's all we get about. That's all we have to deal with for Hanto's character, so we can focus the rest of the podcast on Shoma's character. Okay, so here's where things continue to get interesting. Shoma finds some vegetables. He doesn't know anything about vegetables, but he recognizes vegetables. He was probably eating vegetables while he was in prison because his mom did say, don't eat the Stomach family's candy, or don't eat dark candy in general. So, I mean, they don't flash back to that this episode. I just remember her saying that in the first episode. And so he finds a vegetable farm. He tries to eat vegetables, and this old married couple try to stop him thinking he's a thief, but he passes out because, he's hypoglycemic. And of course, the old man accidentally refers to him as Minato or Minoru or something like that. Basically, he was their son. He was basically their son in 20 years ago, who tragically passed away. It's really sad. Their son died 20 years ago, so they're an old family, old couple trying to live off the land, and they're so cute. And of course, Shoma decides to help them out with their vegetable farming. And of course, they find out that, hey, he doesn't have a place to live. Yeah, he maybe should move in with them. Of course, he feels happy. It's so cute. Like he seemingly finds family where he previously had little to none. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the family, their names are Nakamura, and their son's name is Makoto. So same name as Sailor Jupiter. Ooh, may she rest in peace. Yeah. So and of course they reward him with some marshmallows. Of course, like he eats marshmallows. It's like, it's so fluffy. Yeah, marshmallows. I'm not a fan of the taste of marshmallows, but I do like their texture. Of course, if I were to make s'mores, I'd rather use peanut butter instead of marshmallow. I know it sounds weird, but I'm more of a peanut butter guy than a marshmallow guy. But I do appreciate the texture of a nice, solid, cylindrical marshmallow. Not those freeze-dried marshmallows that you get from Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. No, I like the regular room temperature, moist, fluffy marshmallows. Again, not a fan of the flavor, but I am a fan of the texture. I'm a texture guy. I'm gonna be like perfectly clear. I'm a texture guy. That's why I can eat spicy food no problem, but I can't handle basic Skittles. I can't handle Skittles. It's too sweet for me. I can't drink regular Coke because it tastes too sweet. I can't drink Pepsi. It's too syrupy. Can't drink Sprite. Too sweet. Orange soda. I can handle orange soda. But now I have like a preference to go find diet/zero sugar, which is very difficult to find nowadays. It used to be everywhere, but now you can't find it anywhere. But the point is, like, sweets, I can't handle sweets. I need like savory things. So like, if I can eat like nuts, popcorn, dried corn, like corn nuts, but I can't handle candy anymore. And if I did, like, the most I could handle is like dark chocolate, because it's at least like savory or bitter. But no, I can't. I especially can't do like the fruit kind of candy, like ring pops, push pops, airheads extremes. It's too sweet for me. Even sour candy tastes too sweet for me. It's not even that it's sour, it's just too sweet for me. It's too sugary. I'm like the opposite. I would say I'm the opposite of Shoma, if not for the fact that, hey, he eats potato chips, like. Also, I'm not a fan of salty. I'm not a fan of salty either. I can handle it better than sweet, but I rather not deal with salty. Like if I were to hypothetically get a side of fries, I'd get fries, no salt, and then sprinkle black pepper on it. Trust me, guys, this is really good stuff. Yeah. But while out shopping, the Shoma gets ambushed by one of the agents, actually several of the agents, and he is confronted by the twins. And of course, twins tease him, saying, that old family you're with, they were really happy to have you around. It would be nice to make some dark candy out of them. They would make good spice. And it's like, oh my god. Is our main character going to experience some kind of loss so early in the season? I knew that, like, he was going to need to experience some kind of loss sooner or later in order to, like, develop his character, because life isn't all sweet. It can be bitter or harsh, sour, salty at certain points. But goddamn, like, this early in the game, and like with these characters we just established and developed an interest in, and I actually love the Nakamuras, because in a short time we had them on the show, which is literally only like 5 minutes of screen time. We actually developed an interest in them. Like back when we were watching Gotchar, we would have characters that were around for multiple episodes, and we don't even care about them. Like Clotho, did any of you even care about Clotho when she died in the final episode? But the Nakamuras, you care about them. You only know them for 5 minutes, but you care. You establish them as these sentimental characters. You develop rapport with the main character. You leveraging them as character development. I know that that fridging is not a very popular, or rather not popular but favored trope. But are we gonna fridge this old couple? Because that could very well happen. And of course, well, they threaten to fridge them, and I'm just like, I hope they make it out alive, but also like I'm just like angsty to see like how this is gonna affect Shoma if it does happen. And of course, they also reveal some other stuff. It's like you cannot be it's like you cannot turn into Granude like your mother can. Wait. Sorry, you cannot turn into candy like your mother could because you're half Granude. Wait a minute. You guys already know about. And also, he knows their names, which means he definitely knows who they are. He's not fully amnesiac. What's going on here? Wait, are we doing this? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? And then we get a flashback of how his mother died. Oh my god. We're getting a flashback of how his mother died. And yeah, it turns out that all 5 members of the Stomach family basically dragged them to the factory, and they said, the old man's not here to protect you. He's gone. Well, you mean your dad, right? You mean your dad? Their dad was protecting Shoma is their dad, right? Right? Tell me, I have to know. So the mom gets turned into candy press. She gets processed. She gets crushed. And like, I know that this scene could have been gorier, but also just imagine what it would be like being on the victim's side of that. Assuming you could feel anything. He didn't just turn his mom into candy. They crushed that candy, which means that there is a chance that there's no coming back from that. Oh my God. They murdered her in cold blood. God damn it. Like, this is the kind of revelation I would expect maybe around episode 10, episode 13, maybe episode 27 or 32. I was not expecting this to happen in episode 4, this early in the game. And yes, given the fact that, because like earlier they mentioned, with the old man and that woman gone, we can proceed efficiently. Who is this old man? Who is this woman? We have the flashback with the mom, and they said the old man cannot protect you. We know that Shoma is a half granute. Piecing these things together, I have to say Shoma's dad has to be like the father of the stomach family, and which would make Shoma their half brother. This is exciting. If I had to nitpick, I hate that it happened this early. Episode 4. Again, if this happened around episode 13, it would have been perfect. I don't have a problem with it being in episode 4. I'm just saying that if I had to decide when to reveal this, I would push it down a couple of episodes. Which is the opposite of what we had to do with Gotcha, where things should have happened earlier, but didn't. Oh my God. And the way the twins nonchalantly brought this up too. So Shoma had to fight these agents, and it's one hell of a fight. There's so much parkour going on. These agents are just like dodging attacks left and right with the coolest reflexes. And of course, Shoma reveals that he could summon Gochizos, and they're like, wait, are those his minions? Wait, they look, he can summon minions? He couldn't do that before. How come he can do it now? Wait, why do these minions look different? Why do these minions look different? So, does the Stomach family also have their own minions? And what do their minions look like if they look different from the Gochizos? By the way, camera angles, fantastic in this episode. The way the Gochizos are jumping around and the way the Gochizos are also helping fight against the agents, fantastic. So this fight was so well choreographed. And then it gets to the point where like one of the agents is just got Shoma on a stranglehold while another agent is just shooting right at him. I'm like, oh my God, he could die here. We have actual stakes. He could actually die here. Obviously, he won't, but he could. And I'm just like, oh my God, this episode does dark correctly. This show does humor correctly. This show does character development correctly. I'm just like, I'm on the edge of the seat. And even when I watched it second time, I'm still on the edge of my seat. Of course, I know what's going to happen next because I already saw the episode. But I'm still, again, on the edge of my seat because even watching it the second time, it's just as exciting. Just so well done. And of course, he gets angry. He gets flashbacks of the friends he made along the way. This is episode 13 type of stuff here, where like he gets flashbacks of his friends that he's made in the past. And of course, he summons the Marshmallow Gochizo, and it's so interesting because like just like with the Zaku Zaku chips, it has interesting abilities and flaws. And again, I love how Zaku Zaku chips and Fuamello, I think that's what it's called, Fuamello. Just want to make sure that I got the name right. Make sure I got the name right. Let's see. Yeah, Fuamello. Oh, and there's a Marshmallows. So there's pop. This one I did not mention. There's like variations of certain Gochizas. So there's Poppin' Gummy, Punchy Gummy. There's Fuamello and Marshmallow, and there's Zaku Zaku chips. And in the next episode, we're gonna find out that there's like a Hiri Hiri chips or something like that. So I'm just enjoying this so much. And okay, so let's talk about Fuamello. So he gets this bulky suit made of marshmallows. And what's interesting is that it basically makes him bouncy. Like, yeah, he gets pushed back by his enemies more easily, which is a downside, but he's able to ricochet off of other objects in the process. He could safely absorb attacks. So we have a new ability and a weakness. There's balance. We're balancing things. This is amazing. And of course, when he tries to pick up his sword, he's struggling to because his hands are basically mittens now. So he's struggling to like pick the sword up. And I'm like, yes, okay, we have a decrease in dexterity by using the suit. Okay, I'm enjoying seeing these balances done on these forms. And then, and of course, like there are these automatopoeias up in the air that he could like float off of, like they're balloons. And like, okay, I don't know why those are up there, but it's cool that they're there for him to work off of. That's actually kind of interesting. It's offbeat, but interesting. And then he manages to defeat these guys by literally steamrolling them. I don't mean like, oh, he's just gonna like rush them. No, I mean he's gonna summon a bunch of marshmallows using the other Marshmallow in order to literally turn into a giant steamroller, and he literally rolls over the enemies. I'm like, this is such a creative finishing move. Oh my god, I'm enjoying this. Of course, the twins retreat. It's like, you haven't seen The Last of Us Red, Gavv. He'll be back. And of course, Shoma realizes, I can't go back to the old couple because if I come back, they'll be happy. And that'll make them pray to become a dark spice. So I'm going to have to leave them behind. Because sure, they're going to be a little bit sad that I'm gone, but at least it will prevent them from being a useful spice. And so he walks off into the night while the old couple's like waiting for him. So like the old couple waiting, it does make me a little sad because they developed such good rapport with Shoma. So it makes me sad that it's like they lost a son twice, which makes me sad for them. But the fact that Shoma feels like he has to do things alone now, it kind of harkens back to the original Kamen Rider because in the original Kamen Rider, being a rider is a path of solitude and vengeance. But more importantly, it's about solitude. Takashi Hongo, he's not a human that wears a insect mask. He is a cyborg that wears a human mask. When he becomes Kamen Rider Ichigo, that green insect face, that's his true face. Heck, I would even say this is also a reference to Kisuke Jin from Kamen Rider X. Like, Kisuke also had to walk a lonely road, the only one that he's ever known. Like literally, like in the first 2 episodes, he lost his dad, and then in the second episode, the robotic algorithm that copied his dad's mind self-destructed for petty reasons. Shoma walks a path of loneliness. And sure, we can assume that at some point he'll be reunited with Hanto and Akane, but as it is right now, he can't get involved with other people because they might get hurt. And this is such an upbeat theme for like Candy as a theme for a season with an upbeat K-pop style theme song. These are the themes we're dealing with. Yes, please. Yes, I want this. 10 out of 10 for this episode. I can't even begin to discuss everything I like about this episode. We're setting a lot of things up, like the whole Niel Orange Agent Sugo thing. Hanto trying to find his mom. Shoma coming to terms with his mom dying and possibly being the illegitimate half brother of the Stomach family. The Stomach family having keeping secrets from each other. I think they're going to turn on each other at some point. So much good stuff is going. Even the one-off characters in these one-off episodes, like they're getting so much development in what little screen time they got, which is more than we got for regular characters on Gotchard. This season is fantastic so far. I cannot even begin to discuss how I'm trying my best. We are going through these episodes, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next week. So far, it's been knocking it out of the park. Sure, episode 3 is a little bit lower than 1 and 2, but then it picks back up. Way up. Gavv, why are you this good? Why are you this good? You have no business being this good. Boom, boom, you have no business being this good, and yet there you are. Gavv and Gotchard. Sorry. Gavv and Boom Boomcher is the best thing on Japanese television since Geats and King Oger. This is too good. This is too good. Let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you find it delicious? Let me know. Okay, things got dark fast. Absolutely. And contrasted with a marshmallow themed episode. That's the even crazy part. You got, cute marshmallows. It's so fluffy. Dark second and third act where we find out very menacing things about people's backstories and terrifying implications. Oh my god. This is so damn good. Oh my god. Yo, you have really pieced a lot of things together. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think you're right about Shoma being their half brother. Yeah, I mean, everything's connecting. And the thing is, yeah, I could say, well, they're just being predictable. No, but the thing is, it's not just about it being predictable. It's also about how you set it up for the reveal. See, Gotchard had a terrible setup. Gavv has an amazing setup. Let's go. Final comment. This candy sweet, but also dark. Hey, Buttery Show, how you doing? That's it for the comments. And what a fantastic episode this has been. I thought this week's episode of Gavv would be a short discussion, but oh my god, there's so much to say, so much to talk about, and so little happened in this episode, yet was done in such a way that there's so much to talk about in what little happened in the episode. So, like, Gavv, keep it up. You're doing something right here. Keep doing it right. Okay, you're amazing. And if you enjoyed me talking about how amazing Gavv is, be sure to follow, comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon. Stay notified of our latest videos and share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We do Ultraman Arc on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gavv on Wednesdays, but we're doing it on a Tuesday this week. Bakuage Sentai Boom Boom Draw on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Gaim on Sundays. And this week we're doing the winter film featuring Kamen Rider Wizard. So be sure to check that out this Sunday. And of course, we have Power Morphicon interviews. Be sure to check out the interviews we've uploaded so far. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. We've done both speed movies. We've done both mask movies. We've done both Dumb and Dumber movies. And yeah, we're going to do the last of the 3 Dumb and Dumber movies. The prequel, When Harry Met Lloyd. So we're doing it this week. Be sure to follow us in order to stay updated on that. You can follow me at my personal content at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your mercy kits, hug your loved ones. And we'll see you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.